In this video, I'm going to be backtesting this new scalping strategy that is insanely profitable, and it was developed by tradeiq. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss anything important. I will be backtesting it 200 times with an initial account size of $1,000, and I will be using 1% of my account size on each trade. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more backtesting videos like this. Now, without wasting much of the time, let's dive into it. Okay guys, for this strategy we will be using the Ethereum United States dollar, and we are on the 15 minutes time frame. So let us go ahead and add the indicators to the chart. For the first indicator, we will be using the Normalised MACD by Glass. Please note that with this version of MACD, there are various options like choosing the moving average to use, but sometimes it is preferred to use the WMA, as it is much smoother. And for the second indicator, let's search for the 5-in-1 indicator that consists of the RSI, Arun, Stochastic, MACD or ADX by Marco Valenti. This indicator consists of 5 different scripts, so you could easily choose the one you would like to use. And lastly, let's add one more indicator to the chart, and that would be the Waddah Attar explosion by Scalping, as this is a modified version of the original script to enable it work on the lower price markets like crypto as well as any other market. And also, the dead zone is based on ATR instead of a fixed number. So now we have our chart looking like this. Let's quickly go over the settings we would be applying on this indicators to better make it suit our strategy. So first of all, double click on the MACD. On the style, I want you to increase color to opacity under the MAC norm section, and also increase the opacity for color 1 under the plot section, for better visualization. Then lastly, I want you to untick the level. Go ahead and click on the OK button, as we would not be changing any of the settings on its inputs, as they are perfect on its default settings. Now for the second adjustment for this strategy, I want you to go ahead and double click on the RSI indicator. On the input section, I want you to change the length simple moving average RSI from 5 to 50. Then head over the style. Change the RSI to blue, then change the SMA RSI to yellow, then go ahead and untick these last 3 plots background. When you are done, click on the OK button to fully apply the settings. Now let's go ahead and adjust the settings for this last indicator. Before we go over the conditions for a valid entry, double click on the Waddah Attar explosion to bring up the indicator panel. On the input section, change the sensitivity from 150 to 120, then head over to the style, change the explosion line to yellow for better visualization, and lastly, untick the dead zone line before you go ahead to click on the OK button to fully apply the settings on our chart. Now for the first confirmation indicator, we're gonna be using this Normalised MACD, and based on its signals, we're going to be entering long or short positions. We're also going to use these 2 other indicators to filter trades from our MACD signal. So guys, let's now go into the rule for our buy entry. Now for a buy signal to be valid, we first need to have a cross from our MACD indicator, as this red, the faster moving average, has to cross above this yellow slow moving average. We also need to have the 5-in-1 blue line seen above this SMA yellow line. And for our third confirmation indicator, we're going to be using this volume Waddah Attar explosion indicator, as we need to have sufficient volume in the market. So this green histogram has to be above this yellow line, and as we can see here, we met all our conditions. So now we have all our conditions met, and we're going to go ahead and take a long position on this candlestick. Set our stop loss at the recent swing low, and for our profit, we will be targeting 5 times the risk. And we could see it was successful. Exactly the opposite is true for a short trade. Now for a sell signal to be valid, we first need to have a cross from our MACD indicator, as this red, the faster moving average, has to cross below this yellow slow moving average. We also need to have the 5-in-1 blue line seen below this SMA yellow line. And for our third confirmation indicator, we're going to be using this volume Waddah Attar explosion indicator, as we need to have sufficient volume in the market. So this red histogram has to be above this yellow line, and as we can see here, we met all our conditions. So now we have all our conditions met. We are going to go ahead and take a short position on this candlestick, set our stop loss at the recent swing high, and for our profit, we will be targeting 1.5 times the risk. And we could see it was successful. Okay guys, so let's go over some more examples to make you better understand how this strategy works. So here is a sell trade we would have taken. We see we met all our conditions here, as MACD had the red moving average cross below the yellow moving average, and our 2 confirmation indicator is as well confirming the trade. As we could see, there is enough volume in the market, so we would go ahead and place a sell stop order at the bottom of this trigger candlestick. Now for the MACD. He did not specify where the cross should take place, whether below the zero line or above the zero line for either bearish or bullish trades, but according to him, any crossover at the MACD is valid, as long as the 2 filter indicators are confirming the trade. But to better understand this, when the cross on the MACD happens, we need to have other filter indicators confirming the cross at the point of the crossover. So I guess we all understood how this works. Now let's go ahead and take one more example before we head over to our backtest. So here is a buy trade we would have taken. We could see when we had our cross, we had the 2 filter indicator confirming our trade. So we will go ahead and place a buy order at the peak of this candlestick. Our stop loss and take profit levels remain the same. And we see it was successful. Okay guys, let's now quickly go over the backtesting, as we will be covering 200 trades with an account size of $1,000, as we risk 1% of our account size on each trade. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So we just finished the backtesting for this strategy, and we can see that the results isn't quite impressive. We had a win rate of 43% in 200 backtested trades, having won 87 trades and lost 113, which made a 17% return on investment. And I found those trade setups within 2 months. This strategy isn't worth trying out though, as it gave a lot of false signals, and the drawdowns experienced were much. Except you have a way of modifying such strategy to better fit your trading style. I would personally advise to avoid using this strategy, as there are a lot of other good strategy you could try, although commissions and spread fees would eat up some of the profit in real trading, because it was not included in the backtest, so you definitely want to even expect that number to be lower when trading live. Okay traders, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.